Coming up on Ty's World TV.
When you hit square. Oh my God! The Denver Nuggets have not been living up to their true potential this season, so I thought there'd be no really better time than to put Russell Westbrook back in his prime on the Denver Nuggets to team up with Jokic and the rest of the team. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Jokic and Westbrook are two of the biggest triple-double stat patters of all time, and I mean that respectfully, okay? It's no diss towards them. They just get a lot of triple-doubles. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this team works out for sure. Let's go check this starting lineup out. So Russ actually took Jamal Murray's spot. I'm actually gonna go make Jamal Murray a shooting guard for his secondary. He should have already had a secondary shooting guard, I would think. But I don't know. We're going to go make him a shooting guard for the secondary because there's no way if Russ did come in this lineup, they'd bring Jamal off the bench. They'd definitely bench Braun, I'd feel like. Because they actually called this guy the white Russell Westbrook, but just kind of worse. You know, he's not actually, he doesn't play like prime Westbrook, but he just is kind of like athletic and plays like him. I don't know if anyone actually calls him a white Westbrook. I kind of just made that up. All right, so starting lineup's fixed. Jamal Murray got switched to a shooting guard. This is the starting lineup. And now the Nuggets are 20-14, and like some of you guys might not look at that as struggling, but I just feel like they're not living up to their true potential at all because when you look at the Nuggets like every year, like think of the Nuggets every year, you're thinking championship potential. Like they could go win a championship any year or at least be in the play for a championship. This year, I just don't really know if they're going to be able to go and like win a championship. But I mean, this is still early in the season, so you never know. But I mean, they've been looking better recently, so we'll see. We are using the start from today option. They're 19-14. Their game just ended like a little bit ago against the Spurs, so it's not updated. They did actually win the game though, so I'm going to give them the win because they did just win the game. So I'm going to give them the win because that's only fair if we're using start from today. But enough yapping. Let's get to the playoffs. All right, Luka wins the MVP. No surprise there. I think he wins it every single regular season of the 2025 sim. Hold on, let me move my face cam really quick. No awards though for the Denver Nuggets. It looks like did not even finish with the best record in the West, but we did start off with 14 losses. The Thunder only finished with 19 losses, so we could have only lost 5 games throughout the rest of the year to get that. So, but Westbrook, the addition of him definitely did help. Jokic did make the All-NBA first team, 25.3 points per game, 11.2 boards, and 9.5 assists. Russell Westbrook actually made the All-NBA second team, and you got to think how impressive that is because we started from today, which was 34 games into the season, and he was averaging like 9 points a game. So let's see what he upped his average to. He upped it to 19.8 points per game, 8.4 boards, 8.4 assists, and 1.7 steals. So that actually means he was going absolutely crazy because with 34 games averaging 9 points, to get your average up 10 points like that, basically 11 points and all your rebounds and assists, definitely means he was putting up some triple doubles. So his average is going to be messed up for the first year, but going on to the next couple years, it should be all right. We finished with the 3 seed in the Western Conference, and we got Wemby and the Spurs in the first round. But before we get into the playoffs, drop a like on the video really quick for me. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Road to 10K. Appreciate all the support recently on the videos. And yeah, comments down below some ideas you guys would want to see in the future for some of these videos. I'm always open to ideas, so let me know. All right, but we are into the playoffs. 3 seed versus 6 seed. We already said we're playing the Spurs. We take game 1. Like I said, this is going to be a tough matchup for the Spurs because this is not a 3 seed right here. This is actually probably a 1 seed. What did we finish at, actually, our record? Let's check. We started with 14 losses. We only lost 14 more games. We finished 54-28. So yeah, I mean, this is really like a 1 or 2 seed in the Western Conference that the Spurs have to play. They do take the next game though. Westbrook 25, 9 and 11. Jokic 23, 10 and 11. So they are going like matching triple double for triple double basically. Wemby though had 36 points on us, and Devin Vassell had 32 on us, and then Keldon Johnson had 27 as well. So the Spurs played a really good game. They beat us only by 7 points. So I don't think they're gonna do that every game, to be honest. So this should be our series right here. I don't think Wemby and 2 other players are going for like 25 plus every single game. I mean, they just might have done it again though as they tie the series up 2-2. Now they just held us to 101 points. Russ had a triple double, but then Jokic had 18 and 11, and the rest of the team really didn't do too much. So big game right here. I did not think the Spurs were going to give us this much of a series, but they have been giving us a fight. But we do take the next 2 games, and we're advancing on to the next round. Westbrook with 40, 10, and 10. So it looks like Westbrook is actually kind of taking charge of this team. Jokic is definitely still doing his thing. Don't get me wrong. 18, 12, and 8. And then we didn't check the game 5 box score. Let's check that. That was a Nuggets win as well. 31, 12, and 7 for Russ with also 3 steals. And Jokic only had 9, 8, and 11. So Jokic is still finishing with like triple doubles. It just seems like he's kind of just not scoring as many points. But, you know, he'll probably have a couple games this playoffs where he breaks out, I would think, for some like big games as well. We got the Warriors in the second round. Honestly, prime Russ, and we got Jokic on the team. This really shouldn't be like too hard of a series for us. As as I say that the Warriors win the next 2 games. I always say I gotta stop talking when we're doing these and like under guessing teams, because it seems like they always start coming back when I do that. Russ dropped 38, 14, and 11 in game 1. Jokic had 29, 11, and 8. If they're doing that, they're gonna be tough to beat. 30, 12, and 9 in game 2 for Russ. I mean, Russ is having amazing games. 29 and 13 for Jokic in game 3, 26 and 5 and 9 for Russ in game 3, but they did lose to the Warriors by 13. What did Curry do? 35, and then Hield had 32. So, but here we go though. Going into game 5, let's get this W. We do get the W. Can we close the series out? We cannot close the series out. We're going to game 7 with Steph Curry and the Warriors. Russ just dropped 39, 7, and 6, and the Nuggets still lost. So here we go. Game 7, Warriors Nuggets. Will Steph Curry send Prime Westbrook home? He will not. 121, 100. The Nuggets tweeted out major props to Westbrook, recorded a triple-double in another awesome game. So Russell Westbrook's just dropping a triple-double basically every single game. 28, 11, 11 for Russ, and then 28, 18, and 10 for Jokic with 3 steals. This team is going to be impossible to beat if they keep doing that. Like, imagine a prime Russ teamed up with a Jokic. That would be crazy. There would not be enough stats on the sheet for both of them, I don't think. Like, so one of them would have to take a back seat each game. We got the Thunder in the next round, though. They did take game 1. We come back, take game 2. We come back, take game 3. We take game 4. If we get the 4-1 series win, we get the 4-1 series win. Russ wins the Western Conference Finals MVP. 24, 12, and 12, basically, with 2.4 steals. And then Josh P. Giddey wins the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. How are the Bulls in this finals? This is this NBA season. The Chicago Bulls have made the finals, and P. Giddey has had a breakout season and led the Bulls to the finals. Maybe, you know, he's balling for that max contract because he's cool with Diddy, his mentor, and he has to pay his lawyer fees. That's the only thing I could think of why Josh Giddey's like hooping like that. They 4-2 the Celtics. I wasn't even like looking at the Eastern Conference. I didn't even realize they 4-2 the Celtics and they 4-0 the Pacers and 4-1 the Heat. Did the Heat trade Jimmy Butler in this simulation? They did not, and Jimmy had 2, 4, 7, and 2 in the elimination game. So probably wish they would have traded him at that point. Do you guys think Jimmy Butler's getting traded? Let me know down below in the comments. I think he is now, since they I've heard some rumors that they're actually looking to trade him, because I know like a week ago they're like, yeah, we're not going to trade you, bro, sit down. But now it looks like they actually might. Nuggets take game 1. I mean, this should be like a 4-0 sweep. There's just no way. If we lose to P. Giddey and the Chicago Bulls, I'd uninstall my application and never play 2K again and switch to like a Roblox channel or something. The Nuggets win the championship though, 32, 10, and 11 for Russ with 3 steals. So Russ takes home the Finals MVP, the West Finals MVP, and the Nuggets win the championship. So Russ has kind of honestly made it his team. 39, 8, and 12 for Russ to close out the series. Let's go see if Russ went for any like 50-point games throughout the finals. Jokic had a 38, 7, and 12 game, 32, 13, and 8, then for Westbrook with 4 steals. I mean, bro, when this duo's doing this, you're not beating them. But no 50-point games for Russ. It looked like game 4 was his best game at 39, 8, and 12, which is still an amazing game, obviously. But all right, let's get to the next season and see if we can run this back. He wins the MVP again. All right, we get it, Luka. Like I said, you're good at basketball. He stole it from Russ, honestly. I feel like Russ was a triple-double average this season. He did 24.8, 11.6 boards, and 9.5 assists. So he did fall a little short of Luka. So I guess Luka did deserve the MVP this season. Russ does have 1 year left on his contract. So if he does leave Denver next season, then he might win that MVP award, or at least contest Luka for that MVP award, because I feel like his points per game and just really all of his stats without another high overall in the team might go up. I mean, his record might get worse, but his stats might get better. Jamal Murray wins the 6th man of the year. They bumped him to 6th man. Who'd they put in the starting lineup for him? I didn't even realize that. Mavs had the best record in the West still. We did not finish with the best record. Russ, though, number 1, or not number 1, on the All-NBA first team. Jokic on the All-NBA first team as well. So 2 players on the first team for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic at 24.2 point per game, 11.2 board, and 9.5 assist season. But we did get the 2 seed in the Western Conference. Let's go check how many lost, or our record. 58 and 24. I think that was our exact record last year, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, I think we were 54 and 28 last season. So we finished 58 and 24, 5 games behind the Dallas Mavericks for the first place in the Western Conference. So still a really good season. Let's go check who took Jamal's starting spot. So Jamal's starting spot actually got took by the white Russell Westbrook, who put up 9 points per game this season. I don't know why he took his spot. I mean, I made Jamal Murray a shooting guard. Okay, I just readjusted it and they put him in the starting lineup. So I don't know what's going on. Michael Malone might be doing galaxy gas in the locker locker room because I don't know what he's thinking. He's just switching the lineup every other time. But yeah, let's get into the playoffs. We got these 7-seeded Rockets. Let's see if the Rockets made any moves over the offseason or if this is like the same lineup. Reed Shepard, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith, and Sengun. So yeah, the same lineup. It's a good Rockets team, you know. It's a very good Rockets team, but I don't think they're contesting prime Russ and Jokic on the same team together. 3-1, gentleman sweep, gentleman sweep. It is 4-1, and let's just check out this box score. Russ 39, 10, and 7. Jokic 25, 9, and 11 to close the series out. And then the game before that, in game 4, look what Jokic and Russ did as a duo. 40, 12, and 6 for Russ, and then 31, 16, and 6 for Jokic. Like, those numbers don't even seem real. How do two people put up these type of stats? We got the Minnesota Timberwolves in the next round. Let's see if they made any moves. They got Jay Huff starting at center instead of Gobert, so I'm guessing Gobert left. And they did put Rob Dillingham into the starting lineup, and that's really the only thing I could really think of or see. Did Naz Reid leave the team? Because I feel like Naz Reid should be in the starting lineup over Jay Huff, and maybe move like Randall to center or something. Looks like Naz Reid did leave the team, but they picked up Buddy Hield and Jordan Poole. So okay, it's a pretty deep Timberwolves team. It might not be just a walkthrough series. Definitely not going to be a walkthrough series. They're up 2-1 on us. 2-2. All right, let's take this next game. No, we got to play 2 elimination games. 39, 9, and 11 for Westbrook, and 19, 15, and 13 for Jokic, and they still lose by 2 points on their home floor in Denver. So I don't really know what much more we got to do. I mean, Ant went for 42 on us, but let's go play 2 elim games in a row and see how this plays out. All right, first elimination game, we take care of business easy, 129 to 90. Russ with 30, 16, and 13. And it's just crazy to think he was actually putting up these numbers in real life, like on a consistent nightly basis. He was really doing this. He also had 4 steals. Jokic with a 20, 12, and 9, so like a low-key triple-double, if that's even a thing. And but we got to get into game 7. You know, triple-doubles and stuff, they don't really matter as much if we can't win playoff series. So here we go. Game 7 in Denver 2. We should take this one. 122, 124 minutes left. They've been going back and forth, and now they're down 4 points with a minute 30 left in game 7, and it is the Timberwolves ball. So we're gonna need a stop here. Russ and Jokic are both in the game. They both have not fouled out. You know, sometimes we load into these games and these players are fouled out, but they're not. Unfortunately, Anthony Edwards is still in the game, and he's just absolutely frying Jamal Murray. And the crowd doesn't seem too happy with that call. And Ant is getting 2 free throws to make it a, what was that, 6-point lead. I mean, we could for sure come back from this, but it's going to be tough. We're going to need to get some stops. And if Jamal Murray is going to be the one guarding Anthony Edwards, I don't know if we're going to get many stops, to be honest. Robert Dillingham, though, is guarding Russ. Russ gets right by him and smokes a layup. He just smoked a left-handed layup on Rob Dillingham, and then Ant blows by Russ, smokes a layup. All right, so they kind of just traded layups and just ran time off the clock. MPJ, this is not the time to be a ball hog. Russ to the bucket on Dillingham. Okay, I thought Rob was going to swat that, but Russ finishes. 4-point lead now for the T-Wolves. 50 seconds left about, and I mean, Anthony Edwards is just abusing Jamal Murray. Like, bro, Jamal, I don't know what it is. Jamal Murray can only play good against the Lakers, I guess. Russell just comes and blows by Dillingham. It's just the battle of 2 guys that just can't guard each other. Teams that have just mismatches. That's what this is, because Dillingham can't guard Russ, and Jamal Murray just cannot guard Huff, shooting a 3-pointer from the corner. Okay, that was a bad shot selection from Huff. I don't know what he was doing. Jokic, though, with the ball on Huff. Is Jokic going to abuse Huff? No, it looks like they're trying to get the ball back to Russ. Jamal, pass the ball. Thank you. All right, Ant trying to guard Russ. Let's see if Ant could guard Russ. Russ gets the bucket just easily on Ant. And now we're going to need a missed free throw, or we're going to need to, like, you know, play the foul game. All right, Ant the one at the line. First free throw. Ooh, that was the one we got to get the miss on. That was definitely the one we could have got the miss on, bro. All right, here we go. Second free throw, and he hits that one. And the Nuggets call their last timeout. So we're most likely going to need to hit a 3-pointer and then foul and then hit another shot, you know, play the free throw game. Maybe get it to MPJ for the 3. No, it's going to go to Russ. Russ with the ball out to Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon with the 3. He smokes it. And Jokic and Russ's run is over just like that. 36, 15, and 12 for Russ. But Ant drops 43 on 20 shots and send us home, and the Denver Nuggets are eliminated. And this is Russ's contract. You're going to the offseason, so that might be the last we see of Russ and Jokic together. I don't know if he's going to leave him. What is going on in the East, though? I just peeped that the Nets made the finals. The Mavs 4-0 swept them. Luka won the finals MVP. MVP, but the Nets made the finals. Jimmy Butler left the Heat to go to the Nets. P. Giddy has been in the finals 2 years in a row. So wherever this guy goes, it seems like they just make it to the finals. But I mean, this is not a team I'd look at the start of the year and be like, oh yeah, this is a championship roster right here. But I guess Jimmy Butler just led the Nets. I don't know. Russ needs to join the East over the offseason, because the East, it looks like just anyone can make the playoffs. Or I mean, not the playoffs, but the finals. All right, so Russ actually did end up leaving the Nuggets. Let's go check where he went. All right, so he joined the Los Angeles Clippers with a 35-year-old Kawhi Leonard. James Harden is actually off the team now. I don't know if James Harden retired or if he just left the Clippers to join a different team. I'm not seeing him in the top shooting guard overall. So yeah, it looks like James Harden actually retired over the offseason. So yeah, no James Harden on the Clippers, but we do still have Kawhi Leonard. We don't have Norman Powell, which is not good, because you guys have not been in tune with the Clippers this year. You know, James Harden's my favorite player, so I might not watch the Clippers game every night, but you know, I always tap into the highlights when the NBA posts them. Norman Powell has been hooping, absolutely going crazy for the Clippers. But we actually have some good piece offense. We got Derrick Jones Jr., who's on the Clippers in real life right now, but we got Jaden Ivey actually, which is nice. Prayers for Jaden Ivey. That injury the other night did not look good. So yeah, prayers for Jaden Ivey, man. Hopefully a speedy and well recovery for him. We got Andre Drummond off the bench. Dante Exum, I actually haven't heard that guy's name in like maybe 10 years. Cam Christie, Jock Landale, Fred VanVleet. All right, it's not a bad roster. I don't mind the fit for Russ at all. Jaden Ivey is in the starting lineup with Russ. He's the 2 guard. Then we got Dante Exum. Oh, Dante Exum's in the starting lineup. Ugh, that's tough. Kawhi Leonard though at the 4 and Zubac at the 5 with a decently deep bench, I guess you could say. Let's see how it plays out. I feel like Russ is gonna probably have a monster statistical season, just because there's no other. I mean, there's a superstar on the team in Kawhi Leonard, but he's getting older, and I feel like a Kawhi type of superstar is a great fit to have around Russ. You know, a good defender and kind of an unselfish player. So let's see how they do. All right, and I called it. Russell Westbrook wins his first MVP when he leaves the Nuggets, because Jokic isn't there. Finally, someone besides Luka not winning it. And Russ's old team, the Nuggets, are actually in the play-in game right now as the 7th seed, and the Clippers are actually the 1 seed in the Western Conference. So the Nuggets did win the playoff games though, or the play-in game, and they're going to play OKC. So Russell can't really match up against his old team unless they do make the Western Conference Finals, both of them. And I don't know if the Nuggets are going to make the Western Conference Finals. But we got our first round matchup against the Grizzlies. They did take game 1. We take the next 2. We take the next 3 games. Could we just do a 4-1 gentleman's sweep? We do a 4-1 gentleman's sweep. So we let the Grizzlies think they had a chance in the first game by letting them take it, and then just blew them out for the rest of the games. All right, next series, we got Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Let's see if they made any additions to their team. They got Jasper Johnson at the starting point guard, Stephon Castle, Liam McNeely, Miles Bridges, and Wemby. So Miles Bridges is a good pickup for that team. The other 2 are just players that are from like the imported draft classes. They're real players, you know, in college right now. So yeah, I was also looking too. They have import draft classes like all the way up to like 2030 something, I'm pretty sure, or like 29 or 2030 maybe was the last one. Like those are dead ass middle schoolers, I think, bro, or like even younger. How do you know who's gonna be in the draft class in 5th grade? That just makes no sense. We need to chill on making these draft classes. We need to like limit the draft classes to like 2028 or 2029, which is like juniors in high school, because making draft classes with like featured preschoolers is actually crazy. Like, how are we even telling that if a preschooler comes out at like 5 foot out the womb or something, or we're just putting them in a 2K draft class or something? I don't know. Like, how are you even getting their names? Are you scouring hospitals for birth certificates? I don't know how they're doing that. But we do got the San Antonio Spurs. We take game 1, take game 2, take game 3, and do we take game 4? No, we do not. 3-1, 3-2. Do not blow a 3-0 lead, Russell. Okay, Russell, bro. Let's talk. You won a championship in your first year. You just won an MVP. You're building up a great legacy right now. Do not be the first ever team to give up a 3-0. All right, tell us to give him more minutes before the game starts. So we're going to give him more minutes, or just the lineup at least. That should give him more minutes. Yeah, it does. Okay. And here we go. Do not be the first team ever to blow a 3-0. It would be the Clippers, 2 out of all teams, to blow a 3-0 first, wouldn't it? Oh my God, bro, it's 132, 131 with the minute left. There's a legit chance we're about to blow a 3-0 lead. I honestly can only remember like 2 times that's happened in all these videos we made on my league sims and everything. I think this has only happened like, no, I can only remember 1 time, but I feel like it happened a second time. Wemby with the ball though. Kawhi is guarding him. Wemby trying to get to the bucket. Kawhi spin move. Oh my God, bro. The Spurs are leading the game with under a minute left. That was good defense from Kawhi, but I mean, you really can't do anything when the guy's 7 foot 8 feet tall, you know? Like if I was 7'8", I'd probably be doing that too. Russell pulling up, and he misses. Ah, Russell misses, and Wemby with the ball driving down the floor. I mean, you just can't contest this guy, bro. You dead ass can't contest this guy. And he just crosses Westbrook like a point guard. Pulls up with a jump shot, though. He hit square a little too early. That's like in 2K when you hit square. Oh my God! Who was that? You need to retire, bro, or delete Instagram because they are going to be on your head after the game. Oh, wow. Rush just put his nuts on his, not even forehead, on the top of his head. All right, this is the possession, though, right here that is really going to decide the game for the San Antonio Spurs. Zubac is guarding Wemby. Zubac. I mean, bro, like, can someone just break his kneecap or something? Like, no human being should be this tall and be able to move like this and play basketball this good. There's just no way. Someone break his kneecap, bro. We got, like, someone spawn in the 1980 Detroit Pistons. All right, though, it's not over. I mean, no one can really guard Russell Westbrook on this court, so 134, 135, I'm not even too worried. Rush just don't pull up with a bad shot. I don't know why we're holding the ball, though. I don't know why we're holding the ball. We're holding it for the last shot. Russ to the bucket. Passes out to Ivy. Ivy with the shot. We just blew a 3-0 lead. We just blew a 3-0 lead. Just explain this to me. 20 seconds left. 135, 134, and you hold for the last shot. It makes no sense. Because let me break down simple math for you, Tyronn Lue and the Clippers or whoever told Russ to hold the ball for the last shot. If we miss the shot, all we got to do is foul, and we send them to the line, and it's still a one-possession game when we get the basketball back. So we have 2 chances to either win the game or send it to overtime versus 1 chance. Now, Tyronn Lue, what would you rather have? 1 chance or 2 chances? Let's break it down like that. Oh, 2? Okay, yeah, then so why'd you hold the ball? You don't know? Oh, you're fired. Pack your bags. All right, so Kawhi Leonard is actually now a Sacramento King. He did leave Russell Westbrook. Let's go look at Russell Westbrook's roster. It's Zubac, Jaden Ivey left. We got Cam Christie, Ben Serif, Fred VanVleet, Trayton Fly. Yeah, this is going to be a bad year. How long do you have left in your deal, Russ? 2 years? Ugh, it might be a rough 2 years. It really might be a rough 2 years. That roster is terrible. Basically, Russell Westbrook and the Clippers did not make the playoffs last year. He had a good season, you know, almost a 30-point per game season, but they did not make the playoffs. But he joined the Bucks over the regular season, so a good thing we waited. He's now teamed up with Giannis. That's with the Kupo. And then we got Jarris Walker, Ron Holland, Braden Blueberries, Tyler Perry, and Najee Marshall. So, I mean, the team kind of falls off after, like, the first, like, 5 guys, but a very good top 5 overalls, you know. It's actually a really good roster. And the only one that's on a contract year that, like, is like a high overall is Ron Holland. So we're gonna have Russ and Giannis for at least 2 seasons. So let's go see if they can win 2 championships. Yeah, guys, you see it. Bucks did not make the playoffs. All right, this is the next season's playoff bracket. The Bucks didn't make the playoffs again, so I don't even know what to tell you guys. I'm just gonna end it right here. I don't know. If you're new to the channel, road to 10,000 subs, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and then yeah, also drop a like on the video if you made it this far, man. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.